Imagine this. You wake up one morning and realize that your entire life has been guided by invisible forces. Every decision you've made, every relationship you've built, even the way you see yourself, all shaped by things you never consciously chose. The question is, are you really in control of your own mind? Or are you just following a script written by something far beyond your awareness? Psychologists and neuroscientists have long debated the nature of free will. Do we actually make choices? Or are our decisions just the inevitable result of past experiences, genetics, and subconscious influences? Many people like to believe they are the masters of their fate, the captains of their soul. But what if I told you that most of your life is dictated by hidden psychological forces that you rarely notice? Take the concept of priming, for example. Studies have shown that simply exposing people to certain words or images before they make a decision can dramatically alter their behavior. Walk into a room that smells like cleaning products, and you're more likely to pick up after yourself. Read words related to old age, and you'll unconsciously start walking slower. These aren't conscious decisions. They're automatic responses, programmed by the environment around you. Now, think about how many things influence you daily without you realizing it. Our minds like to believe they are rational, logical, and independent. But in reality, the subconscious mind is doing most of the work, constantly pulling the strings in ways you can't even begin to grasp. The way you perceive yourself, the way you see the world, it's all a product of conditioning. Since childhood, you've been fed a steady stream of beliefs, values, and expectations that shape your entire worldview. The scary part? You probably never questioned most of them. Consider how much of your identity is built on things you didn't choose. Your name, your nationality, your language, your religion. Most of these were decided before you were even old enough to understand what they meant. And yet, they define so much of who you are. We like to think we create ourselves, but in many ways, we are created by forces outside of us. The real question is, can we break free from these invisible constraints, or are we forever trapped by them? This brings us to another unsettling truth. Human beings are incredibly predictable. Psychologists can analyze patterns in your behavior and predict how you will react in a given situation with surprising accuracy. Your preferences, your fears, your desires, they're not as unique as you think. Companies, governments, and social media platforms already use this predictability to manipulate you every day. Ever noticed how your phone seems to know exactly what you're thinking about? It's not magic. It's algorithms analyzing your patterns, predicting what you'll want before you even realize it yourself. The more you understand these hidden forces, the more unsettling it becomes. Are your opinions really yours? Or were they carefully shaped by the content you consume? The internet creates echo chambers, reinforcing your existing beliefs while filtering out anything that contradicts them. You feel like you're making informed choices, but in reality, you're just being nudged in a certain direction by forces you don't see. So what does this mean for free will? If our thoughts and behaviors are shaped by unconscious influences, how much control do we really have? Some scientists argue that free will is just an illusion, that our brains make decisions before we are even aware of them. Experiments using brain scans have shown that activity in the brain predicts what decision a person will make several seconds before they actually become conscious of it. That means the choice was already made before the person even realized they were choosing. But before you start believing that everything is predetermined, let's flip the perspective. If you know that your mind is influenced by invisible forces, doesn't that give you an advantage? Awareness is power. The moment you recognize the hidden scripts running in your mind, you gain the ability to rewrite them. Instead of being a puppet, you become the puppeteer. Instead of reacting automatically, you start making conscious choices. This is where self-awareness becomes your greatest weapon. If you understand that your thoughts are being shaped by external influences, you can start to challenge them. Why do you believe what you believe? Where did those ideas come from? Are they truly yours, or were they planted there by society, culture, or media? The more you question, the more control you take back. Breaking free from these psychological chains isn't easy. It requires deep introspection and brutal honesty with yourself. It means questioning not just the world around you, but also the very foundation of your own identity. But if you succeed, you gain something most people never will: true agency over your own mind. So, here's the challenge. Start paying attention to the invisible forces guiding your thoughts. Notice the patterns in your behavior. Question your beliefs. Take control of your own mind before someone else does it for you. Because in the end, the only way to truly be free is to first understand what's controlling you.